Hi, it's Paula from Artistry, and here we are ready to do the star box for June 2026, and this is what it looks like. Available in either silver or gold, your keepsake collection box comes with this video, a PDF pattern, and the 3D box that you get to bead yourself. So let's have a look at how we actually create this box, both the strip and the padded top, and let's get into it. The design this month is a piece of leather or fabric that has some wadding behind it to make it padded out. There's also a little star motif with a crystal SS39 and some gem duo beads in it. The back actually holds all of this in place, so you'll bead it all first and then you'll clip the backing in to hold your star motif and fabric in place. First thing we're going to do is trim our stiff stuff and fabric just slightly smaller than the base part of the lid. So clip off any sharp corners on your stiff stuff. You don't need that to hold it in place. And just check the size to make sure that it is just slightly smaller than that base lid. Then you're going to get your piece of fabric and trim that to the same size. Just slightly smaller than what our base lid is, and just push it so that you can see how the wadding will actually make that pop through and become a raised surface. First thing to do is pick up an alternating strip of gem duo beads and size 11 beads and tie that into a knot. So your circle becomes the start of your star that is beaded onto the top of your fabric. So I've got my alternating gem duo beads and size 11s. Just going to place that on the fabric and make sure that the points of the gem duos line up with the points of the star. The next part will be to stitch that down into the center there. So coming from the front through to the back, and stitch over each of those size 11 beads to hold that ring in place. Once I've got that centered, I'm actually going to go through and stitch down the top holes of the gem duo beads, aligning those to the points of the star and ensuring that the star ring that I'm creating now is centered onto the star shape of the lid. So now that my star is in place, I'm going to bring the needle up through one of the size 11 beads, and we're going to add a little net of 3 size 15 beads over each of those little points of the gem duo by going through every single one of the size 11 beads. So each time I'm going to pick up 3 size 15 beads and go through the 11 bead. So once all of my size 15s are in place, I'm going to come up through one of the center size 15 beads. So you can see here I've got that little net, and what I want to do is create a nice little section for me to be able to place this crystal in. First thing to do is pick up another size 11 bead and go through each of the center size 15 beads, drawing that close so that I've got a really nice tight little ring to be able to sit the crystal in. So once all my size 11s are in place, I grab the SS39 crystal and just sit that into that net. Hold your thumb on the top of the crystal to hold it in place. Make sure that it's loose enough so that you can sit the crystal in it, and then we're going to draw it tight by going through each of the size 11s and popping a size 15 bead in between each one, which will draw that net tight. It's a little bit fiddly to hold on to, so you'll need to use all your fingers and thumbs to hold that in place. But once it's set, it will hold really easily once we put those size 15s. So 1 15 in between each of the size 11s. So my size 15s are all in place. The crystal is set into the little net there. What I want to do is make sure it's nice and firm, go through the beads one more time, and then finish off that working thread. Then we're going to flip it over and pad out the little star. Grab your wadding, put it in a little ball and just push it into the back of your piece. Once you've got the size right, and it will just push the fabric through so that it becomes a little mound on the front, you're then going to click your backing piece in place. Okay, now we're going to look at the peyote band. This time we're using seed beads, not delica beads, so it's got that sort of slightly lumpier and rounded shape to the pattern versus the flat of delicas in previous boxes. But what I really like about this one, it is even count peyote. It's nice and simple, a very easy 3-bead pattern to follow. I'm going to start by picking up 2 beads of each colour. So I have 2 copper, 2 black and 2 bronze. And this pattern is even count peyote. So I'm going to start by following the PDF word pattern and just picking up the alternating colours, watching those stripes as they go diagonally across the piece. So it's a 6 bead count, and each time I'm picking up a single bead in the colour that is the next one on the row. So you can see here I've got 2 copper, 2 black, 3 silver, and now I'm going to pick up a black one that is going to start that diagonal line, then a silver, and then a copper. Now when I flip around, my next colour to pick up will be black. I'm going to peyote and go through the next up bead, then I'm going to pick up a copper bead, go through the silver, pick up a silver and go through the black. Now I'm at the end. I've done my whole strip, which is 90 odd rows, and then I'm going to zip that. Now there'll be a gap at the end, but when we draw those together and match the two ends, so make sure that your pattern is aligned, this will draw that gap really tightly closed. So I'm coming out of one of the edge beads, and then I'm going to bring my needle up to the opposite side and zip onto the up bead, come back down and zip onto the opposite side. And I'm going to continue that across the 6 beads. And it looks like it won't match, but once we pull it tight, it will. So I'll keep going up and down and getting those beads zipped together. And whilst I'm doing that, I will make use of both the tail thread and the working thread to draw that tension nice and close. Go up and across, so I'm now on the opposite side, and when I pull that nice and taut, you can see how that gap starts to close up. And then I'm just going to repeat that and go all the way back through to the other side. So how did you enjoy making your star boxes? I hope you love the Keepsake collection as much as what I do, and I look forward to seeing you make the next one, which coming up for July is X. X marks the spot, so look out for that one. Don't forget, of course, to like and subscribe to see more content from On a String. Until next time, I'm Paula. Bye for now.